Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to my weekly sales and deals video for September 21st, Friday. As always, I'll go over some interesting sales on Steam and other places if I can find any. So on this occasion, we have some interesting bundles on Fanatical.com. So they have this Slayer bundle, which is divided into 3 tiers, and for each tier you get some games. So in the $1 tier, you get Styx, Master of Shadows, Soul Blight, The Moose Man, and Carmageddon Max Damage. And there's also one more game called Spacecom. So all these games for only $1. Now I've actually bought the $1 tier because I wanted Styx, Master of Shadows. This is a stealth third-person game, fantasy obviously. You play as this goblin who is a assassin. And I got the second game from a humble monthly, so I wanted the first one as well. This game, the cheapest this has gone on Steam is $5.99. So this is already a big saving if you just want this game. And the Mooseman is also a recent game, I think a 2D platformer. I'm not familiar with the other games. Carmageddon, we all know what it is. So yeah, so consider this because this is actually a good price. In the middle tier, which is the $4.99 tier, you get Day of Infamy, Mordheim, City of the Damned, Savage Lands, Sexy Brutal, Tropico 5, Skybreak, Super Cloud Build, and Tower 57. So quite a lot of games. I'm familiar with these two, and of course Day of Infamy. Heard of this one as well, but not too familiar. But again, $5, plenty of games. And then you have the third tier, which is $6.99. You get Medieval Kingdom Wars, Bombshell, Songbringer, The Lion's Song, and Payne's Creek Killing. So apart from Payne's Creek Killings, I am familiar with the other games. I've actually wanted this one. This is a episodic game, sort of like the Telltale series with a pixel art style. The first episode is free on Steam. There are total 4, so this is for the rest of the season. So this is a good bundle. I would be interested in picking this up, but I'm probably not now because I'm not that interested in all the other games. But yeah, so for $7 you get 17-18 games, which is pretty good here. If nothing else, the $1 tier is excellent just for sticks. So yeah, consider this if you are interested in any of these games. Then we also have a Warner Brothers pick and mix bundle on Fanatical, and what they're offering is you can pick up any 3 games for $9.99. Normally these games go for about $4.99, so any of the Batman games, the lowest I've seen them on Steam is $4.99, and same for Mad Max. I think Mad Max is a bit more expensive on Steam. On Fanatical I've seen it for $4.99, and on Humble as well. Then you also have stuff like Injustice, Gods Among Us, etc. So if you are picking 3 games, my recommendations would be Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Mad Max. So these would be good for $10. But you can obviously add Injustice or any of the Lego games if you are interested. On to Steam, and we have a few free weekends. I mentioned a couple in a separate video. So you have Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. This is on a free weekend. So is Fractured Lands, and we also have Dead by Daylight. This is actually free to play for more than the weekend. It's free until Tuesday. So yeah, if you are interested in any of these games, this is a good time to check them out. Then on to the sales, and we have the Surge. This is 60% off, down to $3.99 rupees, $11.99, £9.99, and €11.99. This is sort of like a Dark Souls type game, but with a sci-fi setting. Interesting looking game. I don't really play a lot of these games. I got this in a humble monthly recently, but I gave it away. I might consider this if it's really cheap in the future, but 60% is a decent price because it's a fairly recent game, came out only last year. Then we have Spin Tires Mud Runner, and this game has an interesting story. The original game called Spin Tires was developed by, I think, a single guy, and the publishers basically ran away with his money, so he could not further develop the game. So he had to look for another publisher and start all over again. So this is basically the same game, but obviously a lot more updated. So what they're offering right now is 40% off for the main game, which is 479 rupees, $14.99, £11.99, and €14.99. But if you already own the first game, you get a 90% discount because I just picked this up and it was 90% off for me. So you will get a big discount if you already have the first one. This is a simulation off-road type game, so You know the games like Euro Truck Simulator. So this is the same thing but for muddy off-road settings. And it's a surprisingly relaxing game. I played a bit of the first one and I found it interesting. Next up is Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. This is 75% off, down to 212 rupees, $999, 749 pounds, and 999 euros. Um, the second one came out recently. I bought it, I played a little bit of it, and I liked it quite a bit. I was worried that the turn-based combat would be something I won't like, but it's not an issue at all. So if you are interested in the first one, you can check this out. Second one is still quite expensive, but the stories are not connected, so you can enjoy this if you like turn-based RPGs and isometric RPGs, obviously. Then finally we have Never Alone. So this is a 2D platformer where you play this little girl in Alaska, and you also control her fox. Playable in local co-op. A nice little game. It's also got documentary elements as well, as they have short clips showing the life of the local Alaskan natives. So yeah, interesting game. 80% off, 95 rupees only, $299, 239 pounds, and 299 euros. So that's it for this weekend. Interesting bundles on Fanatical and 3 free to play weekends on Steam. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.